Let's get it poppin'. This thing's supposed to be unlocked because it's connected to my computer. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's get it.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Man, that feels good. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. To stay healthy, breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet, but hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, drink up. Family, drink your water. Man, oh man, oh man. I want to say good morning to each and every last one of y'all. Man, I'm late because I took some advice. Somebody said, Brother Hatim, you iron too much. You iron too much. You ain't got to do all that ironing. Just put a little bit of water and throw it in the dryer. I did that. I'll never do that shit again. And I was so frustrated when I pulled my shirt up out the dryer. I had to grab me an iron, as y'all can see. Had to grab my iron and say, yo, oh, forgive me, oh God, that I iron for this blasphemy of throwing this shirt into, you know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with the movement. Black people stop ironing their clothes. That's what's wrong. That's part of the problem. We got to pick the iron up and start knocking out the crease, start knocking out the wrinkles out of our lives and stuff. I mean, we want to just throw it in the dryer and let it spin. No, you got to lay it on the board and look at it and knock the wrinkles out your life. But anyway, so I was pissed off. I said, man, shame on me for even thinking this blasphemy would work. But anyway, let's see what we got in the news before we go and do our toast. Let's see. Oh, they didn't post a picture up. So, family, I got a video up. It says, it's the power of your no. This video got over 2,000 views. I was kind of like, I didn't know. But also, I talk about bitters in there, too. So, that might be one of the reasons. But go ahead and go and check it out. It got some good information. And I talk about the power of no. The power of saying no. Go and check that out. Something told me somebody needed that one, so I posted that one back up. Then I don't know. Then I think I got one up where, I got interviewed about that ambrosia. So if you want to find out some information, some more in-depth information about that ambrosia, I got the video up. And then I also posted up a video that I was in with Reverend Shock and Professor Kaba. Man, all right, so check that out. Now, so yesterday we talked about it was a threat for a coming civil war. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or an idea. It was an article about it. And they mentioned that the Atlantic's December issue was going to be called How to Stop a Civil War. And I posted up a CNN video where they are confronting the editor of the Atlantic, asking him, is it responsible for him and his news agency to call this magazine or this because the Atlantic is a very serious magazine. You know what I'm saying? Is it appropriate to call it How to Stop a Civil War? It was a pretty good conversation. So go and check that out, family. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of stuff up there. Now let me see if I got something. I got something on here I wanted to check out. Because, we get up in the morning. We get to check stuff out together. So, I thought we was going to check something out. They won't let me do it. Keep reading the Times by creating a free account. No, thank you. So I only get a certain limit. It was an article in the New York Times by something about Cory Booker. Let me see if I can pull it up again. I gotta be slick about it. Let me see. Let's try that. Alright. Cory Booker, stop being dogmatic about public and charter schools. Let's see what Cory got to say here. So this is from the New York Times. Article by Cory Booker. Mr. Booker is a Democratic senator. Oh, they stopped me. They got the system. Keep reading the Times by creating a free account or logging in. Alright, let's try logging in. Okay. Say, buddy, you don't have an account. You created your account using Google. Continue. You agree to see updates off from Times. Okay, let's go. Okay. Now, unlimited articles on any device. Subscribe now and get 1 week free. Then 1 week for $1. Then $1 a week for 1 year. No, thank you. All right, Cory Booker put up an article about the charter school. So I'm not about to buy. Ain't about to get me to buy shit. I already pay enough money, all right? So, family, we're about to do our toast. And, what was it I was trying to do? All right, we're about to do our toast. And I want, once again, just saying good morning to all of y'all. So, let's go on and pull out what we're going to toast with this morning. All right, this morning, we got some of the tea. Some of the tea that I mixed. I mixed this with a little bit, you wouldn't even believe it, just a little bit of ambrosia that was left. And it's been grubbing. Ambrosia been grubbing in here, man. So let's go and see. And y'all see the top is broke, so I'm gonna get rid of this bottle real soon. I got one in the car. But let's go and sample this tea. This is the tea I'm using to make. But I got just a little bit of ambrosia in here, so we're going to get an idea of how this batch is going to turn out. Let's move it over here. All right. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? From there, we move on, we step out, and we call on our ancestors. We raise our glass, we salute all of our ancestors. I got a chat. Kwame, what's up, brother? Great. Kwame done went back to Spreaker. Good morning to you, brother Kwame. So we raise our glass to our ancestors. They unite us. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Tex, Senator Davis, Herm Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Chris Pendergast, Eileen, Uncle Chris Alfine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis of our Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herm Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pet Mount Ram, Malika Fakor, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamara, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder I.J., Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bell Moss, Phyllis Rhodes, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Lila Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley C., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trey, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Chris Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Cameron Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Killen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Be the Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Anna Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Edgar Trisha Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Major Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Sturgeon Thorne, Richard Thorne, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thorne, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Renia Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Heen World, James Palmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineau, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineau, and Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen O'Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Barry Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Wallace, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, and the Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Elma Hyde, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Calvin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Simon Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Susan Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stage Tribe, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Voight Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hill, Tillman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, as Senior, Melly Miller, Hossie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Denise Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Heston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Leonard Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Parkey, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Oliver, Mazarin Cofer, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lonnie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundum, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Simon Clay, Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isin Transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth E. Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monga III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Desandra, Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alalti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Trisely Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samanda DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray. We raise our glass, we raise our glass, we raise our glass. And we salute all of our ancestors that combine us and empower us. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Family, you know where we go. We go to the moment. And today, you know, is the greatest day of the week. Giving all those Kuji born, all those Kujichagulia born, giving you a round of applause. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. So, family, what we want to do is we want to look at what we're doing today. Family, I want you to activate your reticular formation. Take some time to seek out the principle of Kujichagulia. Go home, hashtag Kujichagulia, hashtag Kujichagulia found, hashtag Kujichagulia day, hashtag Kujichagulia baby. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Kujichagulia, something Kujichagulia. So, you know what I'm saying? Take your time, do that. All right, so we got, for those that don't speak the language, let's define it. Kujichagulia means self-determination. So we're going to be out there seeking self-determination. Also, on the day, the Armadic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. As you see, they say this is indigo, but this don't feel like indigo to me. But hey, teach his own. I'm gonna go and find some, but maybe it is indigo. All right. The Hermetic laws correspondence. Male name is Kwabena. Female name Abina. Shouts out to all those Kwabenas and Abinas. We raise up our glass in this moment, and this moment is our power. Let's take it and let's use it and let's define this moment so that we could go and extend our power so our children will have room to create what they need to create. We raise our glass and we say, Ashe. From their family, we move to our children, our children's children onto infinity, and we toast them and we say Ashe. From our children family, you know where we go? Yeah, we move to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, you know where we go? From all of our relations, we move right on over and we toast just that selfish toast. We give you that second so that you go on and discover what is it that you need in this moment. Come on. There we go. Ashe. Last but not least, family, we toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most lovely, the most intelligent, wise, and powerful individual in the room. We raise our glass up to you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, in 100 years. Let's go and sample this tea with a little bit of honey in it. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, cat in. Just a little bit. It got a little bit of ambrosia, so ambrosia's eating up that honey fast. It's not bad. Kwame say one love. He say Jerry Heru Nefer. Did I say it right? It's not a bad drink. Get some older ambrosia, put it in with some young tea and honey. All right. So family, I'm going to say peace. And you have a great day.